Hi everyone, delonewolf here and welcome to some more EVE Online news. As you can see, I'm mining, so that means we've got a dev blog to cover and we're going to do that right now. From the destination you might see that I'm doing some preparations for the Sanctuary Picture Contest Week 3 and it looks like it's going to be decently challenging this time. Anyways, the dev blog right here, rebalancing and renaming of industrials. So devblog by CCP Rise. We've already had a few dev posts on this. The first iteration of the changes were not really liked by the community. People definitely asked for more diversity in the haulers, in the industrials, and it looks like that's what we're getting. So all the details can be found in the forum thread, but the general idea behind this rebalancing is, like combat classes, industrials have been divided into roles rather than tiers. Each race will have one cargo focused industrial which can actually compete with the Iteron Mark V for carrying space. Each race will have one industrial focused on travel time and resilience, and we are introducing industrials with specialized bays. Now this is, I think, where the interesting part is coming in for the traders and manufacturers and stuff among us. The Hoarder will have a bay that carries anything in the charge group, including ammo, bombs, nanite paste cap, boosters, charges. Decently interesting, maybe as for bigger alliances. This could help in some logistics jobs. Not 100% sure on that one. Decently interesting, not my favorite. The Cryos will have a dedicated bay for minerals. Well, you already have Orcas for that. Don't think the impact is going to be too big here. The Epital will have a dedicated bay for planetary commodities. I find this one to be the most interesting one, because that's definitely something that's going to be useful for a lot of people that do nothing but PI on some of their alts. And if you need to move P1 and P2 products, it becomes a very large cargo bay very quickly. So personally, I find this one the most interesting one and the one to keep an eye out for when these changes come later this summer. If you feel strongly enough about it, you might invest either in a BPO or in just buying some of them. That will become the Epital. And the Miasmos will have a dedicated bay for asteroid or ice. Asteroid ore, ice ore, and gas. It's called ice ore, really? Ice products, I'd say, but okay. So yeah, that's okay, but again, that's already the Orcas job, and I don't really think that one is going to be that useful or be judged that useful by most people. Yeah, the Epital seems interesting. Dedicated bay for planetary commodities. I think that one is the most interesting one for the extra bays. Now, all of these are getting changed, obviously. What's the Kairos, what's the Epital, and stuff like that. So I won't go over the entire description of what the names mean, but the Iteron is going to be changed to a Nereus, the Iteron Mark II to Cryos, and here it says Kairos. Here it says Kairos, here it says Cryos. Anyways, we'll probably mostly find this in contracts for Chronos, but alright. People are definitely planning and preparing to use this in a new scam. Iteron Mark III will be called the Epital, Iteron Mark IV the Miasmos, Iteron Mark V will remain Iteron Mark V because that is won't be changed too much. It's still like the largest cargo capacity ship for the Galente. The Badger Mark II will be called the Tyra. And is that one the one I was so interested in? No, it's actually the Epital. So Iteron Mark III. I find this one to be the most interesting one, the Epital, to be honest. But yeah, this is an overview. So in each race you'll be able to expect to finally have an industrial that can compete with the Iteron Mark V. You'll also have one that will be a bit faster and more resilient. And then you have a few unique ones. One for basically ammo transport, one for mineral transport, planetary commodities transport, which sounds the most interesting to me, and an ore, ice, and gas transporter. They are also adding some special things into most of them. such as fastest travel time for the Wraith, largest cargo bay for the Tyra, or even things like drone bays for the Nereus or missile launchers for the Badgers and the Tyra. So yeah, they could become maybe like a Badgers, traps and stuff like that. We might see that at some point. And I do need to mine some more massive scordite here while I'm covering this dev blog. But yeah, I find this decently interesting. I like how they listened to the player feedback that said that they definitely had to change them up a little bit, and the number one suggestion was always these extra bays that could do special things, and they totally listened to that, and that's what's coming now for the industrial rebalancing, along with some juicy extras, you know, like missile launchers on your battle badger and on that Tyra, and also a drone bay for the Nereus. So it sounds pretty interesting. The name changes, that's going to be maybe a bit problematic for the kill boards at first, from what I read. Eve Kill might have some work with changing their database to those new names, and we'll need to get used to it a little bit, but because none of these names are really that well known to us. But it's especially that Cryos or Kairos there that's going to be used a lot for scamming people into buying them instead of a Chronos. But well, we'll see what comes of all of this. Pretty interesting dev blog, and we can expect this coming with Odyssey patch 1.1 later this summer. Anyways, that's it guys. Quick look at the latest dev blog, rebalancing and renaming industrials. I'll see you all next time.